Yeah, hello everyone, welcome back, and my name is Rohit Kumar. So, in this video or in this session, we are going to learn how we can create transient material in Unreal Engine 5.6. So, these are the examples of the material which have created here, and this is the IOR. You can see how it's behaving in the scene, right? And how we can create the colorful material also, so we will understand how to create this. So first thing, we need to understand the basic outline and the structure of this. So creating transparent material, actually these are the outline. You can see creating transparent materials. So in this actually transparent material, we are going to use these properties, which is the Fresnel effect, right? And how it's work with shader glass and bump effect and those things how we can use here. So that also will understand. And in the shading model, two-sided foliage, in this video we are not going to see this. I'll show you in the next video of this, right? So actually general properties are, when you are creating the transparent material, you need to work on the emissive, right? Subsurface, roughness and specular. So these are the main properties which you need to know when you're starting creating the glass material or the transparent material. So this is the normal and metallic, right? So actually Fresnel effect, how it's going to work over your like translucent properties. So this is the Fresnel, right? And these are the example you can see here. And one more thing we'll understand, that is Fresnel effects, and actually how it's going to work in four different directions here, which is the exponential, right, base, reflection and normal. Actually this is the property of the Fresnel effects. So let's start. Okay, we will not waste the time and start here in this Unreal Engine. So for example, if you want to see the property of this, just select and say Control B, right? This is the shader ball, right? I'm creating a new level here, and in this level we'll start creating this. So yes, save it, no problem. Okay, and yeah, so shader ball you can keep here, and like over this how we are going to apply the material, I'll show you. And first we'll have to create, then we can go with like another things. So first thing, we have to create a new folder, and inside the folder we'll name it to material translucent material. Okay, and inside this we will create the nodes, right? So yes, material node I'm creating here. I'll say glass, and do double click over this. Now you can see actually this is the default material, but in this material you cannot access index of a refraction, which is here. Refraction is disabled by default. So generally what happens when you creating the transparent material, it should be on or it should be enabled, so that you can work on the different IOR things, right? IOR means index of refraction. When you are creating the glass material, you can measure the thickness using IOR. So actually we need to enable first. So select the material option, and actually here you can search index of refraction. Okay, so in the refraction mode here, you get methods, and these are the methods, but by default you get none. But we need to change here into index of refraction, this. And one more thing we have to do, which is here in this blend mode, you can use the translucent, and actually we will use the blending mode to translucent. And one more thing, we can change it to here, which is the lighting mode. And by default we are getting here volumetric non-directional, but we can change it to surface forward shading. So actually these are the three different steps which you have to convert here, and you have to change. And after this you will able to see the refraction IR from the material for it's unplugged, right? So actually once you enable, then you will able to see lots of properties over here. So I'm just creating a vector, and that vector will be this constant vector. So you can hold 3, and you can see here 3 values are here: red, green, blue, 0, 0, 0, right? So actually this is the property of this constant. So once you drag this to base color, now it's going to connect with this, right? But the thing is, properties are like of the translucent, but we need to change the color of the glass. So I'm changing it to white here. Okay, and this is the transparent material we can see here, but transparency we are not able to see. So we need to create basic or some properties over here, which is the metallic, specular, roughness, and the opacity, right? So in the metallic we are saying promote to parameter, right? And you need to change the name, or you want to change the name of it, you can. And I'm just saying it to 0.5, right? I'm saying 0.5 here, and for the specular also we'll create the same parameter here. Okay, do double click, or you want to change the name, you can from the here from here in this left side you can change the name, and according to this you can change the value also. So specular, I'm saying it to 1. Okay, specular will be full. And second thing is the roughness, right? So say promote to variable again, and say it to yes. So you can see here the roughness, roughness, and like value is now 0. If you change it to 1, it is not going to reflective, it is not creating this reflective surface over here. Say it to 0, right? And one more thing is this, what you can say, the transparency. So in the glass we need the transparent material. Okay, so the important thing is the transparency, which is called opacity, right? So for the opacity also we'll have to create the parameter, promote to parameter. Here we are saying it to transparent. So in the transparency, actually if you say 0, it is like this, but I want 0.5 here. See, this is the transparency which we have created. Okay, and so actually we have created some properties over here to get the reflective surface and the transparency, right? The main thing is the Fresnel node, which we are going to create now. So just search the Fresnel, this one, right? So here in the utility or in the vector ops, you get 2 different types of Fresnel, like function nodes. So I'm just using this one here. Okay, and it's going to work in the 4 direction, right? 4 direction means it's a like all round around the object. It's going to create the IOR things, right? So in the exponential here in the exponent, right, do right click, create a promote to variable. In the exponential n, what you can do, we can just set the value to 10 or like more than this you can keep here. And second thing is, uh, in this node we are going to connect with the lerp node, which is linear interpolate. Okay, and after this here we will create the IUR. So I'm connecting this to alpha here. Okay, and two different vectors we have to create, which is one vector, hold one and click, and just say the name it to IOR, right? Value I am saying it to 0.5 here, right? And yes, IOR value, index of refraction, which actually this would be here in the B. Okay, one more I'll create. Yes, and say this would be also the same IUR. Okay, connect with this here and put the value to 1. Okay, and the thing is, once you just connected everything or like calculation you done, then connect it to the refraction input, right? So now here you can see, yes. Okay, so like I've created here material, and this material I want to just place over the surface. Okay, just save it. Yes, so now it's done. I think you can see here lots of properties, but once you applied over the surface, now you can see. So the thing is, this material we will work on the main map, which was the glass. Okay, yes, yes. So we have created that material here. Just close it, go to back in the content folder, and here we have created transparent material, and over this we'll use. So actually this shader ball we will place here, right? Scale it. Yes. Okay, and apply this material over this surface. So we need a glass effect we can see here. Okay, but the thing is, we have to play with different properties. So I'm just creating it to instance material, and in the instance we can change the properties and we can work with properties. So these are the main properties which you can see here. See, this is the transparency, right? Metallic. Okay, this is the IR exponent, right? And specular, it is like happening here. See, yes, and save it. Now check, but the thing is, go to here and change the color into black, or like any color you want. Also you can play with different colors. Okay, so this is the effect. Go to back. Now check. Okay, and one more thing we can create, which is the different properties of this translucent, and you need to add, or you want to add some colors over this reflective surface. We can play with color also here. I'll show you. Actually, this would be the same, right? Here we are going to change only the color, but we need some properties. Properties means what? I'm creating another material of this. Say yes, go to here, and this is the original one, right? I'm creating, or I'm just duplicating it. So duplicate means this. I want to say yes. Do double click, and we will add some properties over here, and that would be only the Fresnel. How like Fresnel we connected here, but second the node is the lerp. So this linear interpolation is going to work here. Okay, this is the base IUR, right? Now here we'll use lerp node. Okay, this one, linear interpolation, right? And actually yes, deactivate this node here, right? And just keep it to here. Okay, and in this, actually for these inputs we'll have to add this here only, this yes, right? So in these three, I'll just make the duplicate of it. Control D. Okay, Control D. So these three lamp we are creating, and this would be for the metallic. Okay, specular, roughness, right? So these three node I just connected, and in this metallic we are saying it to duplicate, right? And first we will have to change the name it to metallic minimum or maximum value. You can just put the values. Okay, so this is the metallic minimum, and connect with B and connect with A, right? So similarly we'll do for the specular also. I'll just say it to specular max or minimum, right? So yes, so this minimum is going to be with B, and this would be with the A. Okay, second thing is the roughness. We will not work on the opacity thing, right? We'll work with the roughness. Say Control D, right? And in the roughness we will have to change again it to minimum, right, or the maximum. So connect with this B node and A node. Okay, so once you done, connect all this exponential into all in alpha. So connect with this, connect with this also, and here also the same. Okay, so now everything is done, and this alpha also here we have to connect. Yes, in this alpha will connect. Yes, so like from here we'll work more on the detail like material effect. Yes, so go to back, just save it first. Okay, so now it's done, but here we need to create again the material, like change the color, huh? So like you can change it to any color. I'm just changing it to this purple. Okay, and yes, we change the material color here. Okay, go to back, and actually here we can see the color, and this was the old one, right? So go to back. Yes, I'll create this as an instance, right? And color instance material, do double click and check. So actually for the color also we'll have to do the same. Go to back here in the main parameter, right? So say convert to parameter, I say color. Now it's done, just save it. Go to back in your instance. Yes, now go to back and check. I hope color is there, and also we can work with different properties. So actually this is the property here, and in the minimum or maximum, like you can make the controls, like how this is the exponential metallic, right? Metallic minimum and the maximum. Yes, see. So how you beautiful uh, color or the effects you can create, you can say. This is the specular, but specular is like by default we have just applied the value over there. So this is the color, and inside the color also we can change, different uh, shade or the color here. So like any color you want to add or any color you want to change, you can play with different values over here. So yes, so this is the translucent properties and the properties with the materials we can play and we can work. So this is the different material which we have created right here, and second was the another that was the basic properties which we created. Now this I want to apply over here, so select this first, go to back, say Control B, right? And this is the shader ball, add it to here and check. So go to back in the starter content, not in the starter content, in the content folder, and in the translucent material, just you can add your translucent material over here like this. So I'm just actually will have to keep or the put in the background, which is the texture, right? So now you can see, and here I want to play with the transparency. Go to back in the instance material, you can change. Actually we have added this material here, we need to add this here, and after this we can directly play with the values. Just keep it here, okay, and in real time you can play like this is the opacity, right? How much color you want, you can add, right? Another thing is this same metallic minimum. Yes, okay. So actually great. So see, this is the IR, right? Exponential. Actually we need to work on the naming things we can change it to like any specific name over here you can apply. So go to back in this exponential, we can change it to IOR, right? And just say yes. Actually IOR value we just kept here, which is this. In the linear interpolation we have added the refraction, right? We want to change this also, we can convert to the parameter, I say thickness, right? Once you just apply it, just save it. Yes, and just close it. Actually this is the master material, right? So in the master material we cannot, like, we are changing, but that was the primary changes which happens always, but secondary is this. So we can make the copy of it and we can change anytime. Like this is the thickness of this, right? And one more, I think we changed the name which was here IOR, right? So this is the IOR, right? And the glass thickness is this. So similarly it's going to work here. See, actually this is the 4 directional I just explained, which was the Fresnel, this exponential in, and yes, this is the thickness which is the IOR. Okay, so you want to see real time, go to back and now check. See, right? So yeah, how beautifully you can create the transparent material using these properties. Okay, anytime you can change color, you can anytime change the thickness. So you can become a master in materials. And in the next video I'll explain you how to create different shade in transparent method. So we will see in the next session, but today I hope you understood how I just created everything. Actually this is also the part of the PBR system, PBR physically based render materials, right? So we can create, so anywhere or anytime you can use, and like all the properties are here. So yes, I hope everyone understood how I just used this emissive, right? Subsurface we haven't used yet, but in the next video I'll explain. Roughness and specular I just applied, metallic, normal we haven't used. So actually these are the common properties which we need to apply every time for the translucent materials. Okay, so we understood Fresnel, how I just created. Okay, and shader properties we have seen, right? And yes, so that's it, the main properties we have seen. In the next video I'll explain you how we can go with different shaders. Okay, so yes, thank you and bye bye.